Hey there, welcome to Share Trek, friends. This is Raj here. I'm doing a very quick video on CRISPR Therapeutics because I know a whole lot of our audience follows CRISPR Therapeutics very carefully. And I'm doing that because there are a bunch of chart patterns out here that are very interesting. And I would like to share my thoughts with you. Of course, remember, I'm a retail investor like yourself, and I'm using my knowledge of technical analysis to give you my opinions. I would also like to hear from you if you think my ideas are wrong, and I would like to get your feedback as well on what's happening with CRISPR Therapeutics. With that said, let's look at the chart here. Now, let me go into the TradingView platform. So this is a chart of CRISPR Therapeutics, and it happens to be a one-day chart where each of this candle is represents 1 day of price action. And if you look at this chart out here, I have drawn what it looks like a reverse head and shoulder. And for that reverse head and shoulder, the price target is 60.34. So I'm expecting that there's a high probability CRISPR Therapeutics will touch 60.49. Now you'll ask me, Raj, have you bought the shares? It's too expensive for me at this point of time because I'm sitting on profits that I took in the first half by selling all the AI shares and technology shares that I had. And also I capitalized on gold and I booked profits on gold and I reinvested back on gold. Now, at this point of time, I'm sitting on a lot of losses from my shorts, and I have to make a decision how much of that I would like to sell in order to reduce my tax liability as 31st December approaches. So I don't want to do any further investment and complicate my outlook. So I won't be buying CRISPR Therapeutics. But the way I look at it is that 60.54 is a high probability. I'm looking at the market sentiment out here, which is continuing to improve. It was bearish, now it's neutral. The next step for it will be to go positive. Then we have MACD, which is also bullish. Momentum is above average, and there's plenty of room on the RSI. RSI is above average as well. So the chances of us touching 60.5 is quite high. And while we are doing that, we could form new chart pattern that could give us new bullish targets. And right now, if we take out 61.06 as a resistance and confirm that as a support by closing above that for the second day, then I think CRISPR Therapeutics has a big chance of forming a base at around 60.96 and using that as a springboard to create a new bull channel. That's quite possible. First of all, because CRISPR Therapeutics has got monetized project which is getting monetized product which is getting mature. Their experience with the payees, their experience with actually implementing the therapy on patients is improving, and the word of mouth from the existing patients could give them more business. Their numbers are increasing. So I'm thinking that that's a very big positive in favor of CRISPR Therapeutics as opposed to all the other genomic companies that we have in the watch list. So if an investor wants to allocate a certain amount of money for genomics, CRISPR is going to be their top choice because the risk factor is much less and the monetization is already coming in. So that's the first positive. The second positive is their diversification away from just CRISPR-Cas9 to mRNA, short RNAs and things like that. So that's a bit of diversification that improves the quality. They have plenty of cash on the balance sheet. That's also another positive for them. And they have their own therapies which they are progressing in the pipeline for type 1 diabetes and a few others. So that's also very big positive. Ability to work with big pharma partners and deliver is again another positive. There are also rumors about potential takeover of CRISPR Therapeutics. Rumors will always be rumors, but those things also are a very positive aspect for CRISPR Therapeutics. So I'm thinking overall, CRISPR is looking pretty good. It's just a shame that I boxed myself into a situation where I can't buy CRISPR Therapeutics. Oh, yeah, before I go, I'd like to say that I spoke about this in the pre-market session today, and that's why I think I forgot to talk about it. But if you look at the situation out here, I'm calling this a bull flag all the way from 51.25 to somewhere around, I would say, 58.17. That is a flagpole. And then whatever happens here is the flag. We are getting support at 56.22, that's the bottom of the flag, and the top of the flag happens to be around 58.27. So whenever you have a bull flag, the probability is always to break out on the upside. So if we were to break out on the upside, I would take the flagpole from here to here and then put it at the breakout zone, and that could take us to 65.97. It has not yet happened. We can't count the chickens before they hatch, but that's the thought I want to leave you with. So friends, I would like to hear from you guys. What is your opinion about CRISPR Therapeutics as we come to the end of the year? Do you think your CRISPR Therapeutics stock is going to be profitable as the year ends? Are you going to book profits in CRISPR Therapeutics, or are you going to double down and buy more CRISPR Therapeutics? Please let me know. And if I have missed out on any bullish or bearish catalyst for CRISPR Therapeutics in my narrative, please let me know so that I can factor into my calculations. Thanks, friends, and I would like to catch up with you again.